This property, and the more I'm around the Evans brothers, this property and their other property is not about commercial hunting. They have a small commercial hunting business, but it only funds an organization called landlearning.org. They truly, and I am convinced, that they truly have the passion for wetlands and kids, and that's it.
I met Bill a year after the '93 flood. My brother had met him, had told me we had purchased some ground, and Bill had had permission to hunt it, and he had met my brother. And I did not meet him, did not know Bill, and he had come over to the store.
And I explained, I said, well, you can throw me out of the office if you want to, but I got a little thing here, like take a few minutes of your time and see what you think, and it might be something we can do. If not, you just tell me and I'll go on about my way. So I sat down in the office there and started explaining to him about this track and how good it was, and you previously had interest in setting up a waterfowl area, and I said, this is a premier waterfowl area, period. And I talked to him about 5 minutes, and I'll never forget it. He hollers into Bryce, which is in the office in the next room. He said, Bryce, get in here immediately.
And my brother and I do everything. We're partners on everything. And after Bill had left, I had asked him about buying a piece of property that he had talked about. And then I had a very serious conversation with my brother. And the conversation was that I had never been around a person like Bill Hillebush, that there was not anything about him that was baloney. He was very serious about what he was talking about.
In about 5 minutes, Bryce tells me to go get the contract signed, and scared me to death. I thought, my God, I never seen anybody work this fast on something, you know.
I've been with him for basically since that year or two after the flood, and he's been here to help us, and every one of these tracks has his name on it. He's done the work, and we've done a lot of these on our own where they're Bill Hillebush designs. He's worked with the government to make sure that these things would work right, and every one of them, he's from the welding that's gone into putting the structures in, to doing the design work, to doing the construction work. He's done everything.
Kind of put these things together in a timely fashion, but we've also, as we put them together, we got the plans how we wanted them and expedited them right, quickly. That's one thing as a private sector here. We don't have to sit around and wait, so to speak, on a lot of things. We can just go in and look at it, and as previously worked as a government employee, I know how things can be, and a lot of times that the study process can go on for years and years and years, where we look at a track and say, well, this is what we're looking for, and we go out there and get it done, so to speak.
We've had some good people to be able to work with. Unfortunately, a lot of them, time is not something or speed is not something that concerns them. You know, you only have a limited time to be able to do these. Bill's a multitasker. We've been doing a lot of projects all at one time, and they basically would like to slow you down. They look at plans, and it seems to take a long time to drag out to get an answer on something that should be able to be done in a matter of weeks. Could take months, or it could take years.
They are absolutely passionate about wetlands and kids. And once they get the wetlands where they want it and their property's the way they want it, the commercial hunting is being phased out as it is. The commercial hunting will go away. They only need that bit to fund the landlearning.org, which is strictly for kids. And we did the seminar with the kids in August.
We're trying to get into to educate the kids more and more on the outdoors, and being able them to come out and witness firsthand what we're doing here, and try to educate the inner city folks, kids and so forth, that not have an opportunity to come out here.
Oh, just one, black and yellow, all right.
The Land Learning Foundation, we teach them about nature in a nurturing environment, which just means somewhere that they are comfortable learning and somewhere that they can absorb what they're seeing. And as you've seen, that we've got the places to put them in, we've got the places to do it.
That was a great time, wonderful event.
Yeah.
The game fair is our way of introducing kids to everything that we are involved with in one day. And it's not just an in-depth educational experience. It's more of a covering, but that allows those kids to see what things they might like to take interest in throughout the rest of the year or down the road.
Hey, you want to blow the duck call for that guy? Go ahead and blow it.
Duck hunting, I never had a place to go as a kid and had been promised by some people every year as a kid growing up, we're going to take you duck hunting. Hey, I'll call you when the ducks come in. And I'm not holding my breath. I never heard from those people. Every year I'd ask them, I'll call you. And we never had that opportunity. When you're a kid, you kind of remember that.
You know, our forefathers give us an opportunity to come out here and hunt and enjoy the outdoors. And if we don't mentor these young folks and stuff and give them an opportunity in the future, you know, there's not going to be such a thing.
I think the education part's going to be the biggest part of really of the whole thing, what we do. A lot of these kids, the way hunting is going from the expense factor, a lot of them are not going to be able to do that. They're really going to have to want to budget. Number one, they're going to have to learn about what it is. A lot of the people that are in it today, they don't have a background in it, and there's a history in the sport from hunting and to learn about it. What we're trying to do is make smart voters. And the way to do that is to make it to where they're not negative and be open-minded so they don't vote us out of existence. Not everybody's going to be able to do this, but let's make them open-minded to see that it's not a bad thing.
We're starting the first outdoor youth mentoring program here in the state of Missouri that we copied off of, actually, and partnered with the Pass It On program out of Kansas. And that's going to deal with 750 kids being mentored in a group mentoring or a one-on-one mentoring role, and 150 of those kids will actually be mentored on the property. Well, all the kids will visit the facility, but 150 of them will be matched with an adult for a course of a year and be worked with at least twice a month in an outdoor activity. And we're real excited to see how the kids mentored in the outdoors compared to the kids that are mentored in inner city or mentored in their schools or in their place of comfort versus taking them out of their comfort zone and getting them into the outdoors and seeing what the long-term implications of that is.
There's no question what we're doing for the wildlife of this area is I got to pinch myself every once in a while because you walk out here and see all this stuff happening and say, you know, it ain't only for us, so to speak, you know, we can get to enjoy it, but we're big picture oriented type people that, you know, it takes a while for change for people to accept it, but we've got more local wetlands going in more and more right now, and the big picture of it is you know, the more it happens, the more it is better for wildlife and everybody in general, you know, and that's the positive side of it all.